to the third and final keynote address of Day 2 of IEEE TEMSMET 2025. It is our privilege to introduce a global leader, innovator, and visionary who has made outstanding contributions to digital transformation and enterprise innovation. Our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Andy Chen, Founding General Partner at REDDS Venture Investment Partners. Dr. Chen empowers disruptive startups with billion-dollar potential through global business development, financing, and strategic mentoring. He also serves as the president and CEO of a global consulting firm providing solutions to the utility industry worldwide. He has held senior leadership roles including Chief Technology Officer and Vice President of Enterprise Strategy and Architecture at one of Canada's largest electricity generators, and Chair of the ABB International User Board of Directors. Dr. Chen is currently the President 2025 to 2026 of the IEEE Systems Council, past President 2020 to 2021 of IEEE TEMS, and former member of IEEE Computer Society Board of Governors 2016 to 2020. He also serves as an advisor for IEEE entrepreneurship and contributes actively to the United Nations Global Pulses Data Privacy Advisory Group. As a globally recognized speaker, Dr. Chen has delivered keynote addresses at prestigious platforms such as the UNITU Telecom World, AI for Good Global Summit, World Computer Congress, and the Digital Africa Conference. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering from the University of Waterloo, Canada's top-ranked engineering institution. Today, he will deliver his keynote address on the futuristic theme, Boardroom Bits, Security Strategy for Systems of Systems and Digital Infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Andy Chen with a big round of applause.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. And your screen is also visible to us.
Great. Can you possibly pan the camera to the audience?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Greeting from Canada, Toronto, Canada. I'd like to, I'm very honored to be invited to speak in this event. This event's been around for a long time, since I was the president of TEMS, and I've heard a lot about it, and many of my colleagues also speak in here, such as Sudhindra, Steve Bucky, which I'm very familiar with. Today I'm going to spend 15-20 minutes talk about the future and what I see global stage, as well as across IEEE, some of the advancements that we made, some of the hot topic that's being discussed, and some of the opportunity that exists amongst the scientists and engineers. Now I'm going to spend 10 minutes on IEEE System Council, IEEE in general, to give some highlights of what System Council does, and point out some opportunities for people to get involved. I know this is a traditional IEEE Canvas conference, but I'm very privileged to be invited to speak here. Let me start by asking, let me just go to the here. I think I'm going to skip this here because it was such a great introduction of my background, except that throughout the years, I have collected several awards in computer society, in technology and engineering management societies, and the system councils. So yeah, it's been more than 15 years journey for me in IEEE since I retired. I usually like to ask a question to the audience just to get everybody get involved in thinking about it. As we all know, India became the most populous country with 1.43 billion people, surpassing the number of people in mainland China. And that is quite astonishing. Mainland China has been dominant for largest populations for years. My question for you guys is that, do you know, are there more people alive today than those ever lived? So in the history of mankind, is there more people dead than it is alive today? Now, please don't Google it or GPT chat it. You'll get the answer. But hold your answers, we'll get it at the end. Maybe I can just see a quick hand. Who thought that there are more people alive today? Okay, then who thought that more people are dead than are alive today? I see a couple hands up. All right, we'll get that to the end. The last 40 years, the urban capacity development will be double in past 4,000 years. So for 4,000 years, we've been building villages, building cities, but it took 4,000 years to get to 40 years ago. So in 40 years, we'll build as much as we have built in the past 4,000 years. And the reason why, there's an impact on that. There are 3 million people that move to city every week. And there are about 20,000 football fields paved over every day. So the land's being climbed into the suburb cities. By 2030, around 50% of the city, more than 10 million, up from today of 29. In 1950, there's 83 cities, more than 1 million people. Today, there are well over 500 cities. Now, if you look at the cities and the suburb where people live, on the earth, it only contains 2%, 3% today. The world population, 50% of people lives in the city, and another 50 lives out in the countries and the wild. Global consumption of energy by cities consumes 75%, even though it only occupies 2% of the land. And the CO2 emission, 80% coming from the cities. So you can see that city is becoming such a challenge to our environment. By 2050, 70% of the world populations will be living in the city. There will be a lot less people living out in the countries. As I say, 40 years will double our capacities of the last 4,000 years. Now, if you look at one way to build a city is to build a building. To house more people, you need to do higher building and tall rises. For 4,000 years, from the 2630 BC of the pyramid to 1850 AC, the building hasn't been grown too tall. It has been built, but it hasn't been built very tall. The skyscrapers was never existent back in 1850. if you look at the history, the skyscrapers, you can see that it actually start picking off right around where the turn of the centuries. And it's a hockey stick effect. You see it goes up at the pivot point, right? And the reason a lot of people contributed to, but since last 160 years we stopped building taller and taller building, it's because of one piece of component called the I-beam. The I-beam actually are considering as the pivot point where we have started the hockey effect. But if you look at today's environment, what we need to accommodate the growth of the cities, we need I-beam effect on many areas. In agriculture, in energies, in healthcare, in finance, especially in government, and the manufacturing. So people are looking into different ways of innovations, and hence we are evolving from, most of you would know, industry heading towards Industry 6.0. Now, I think this is a slide most people know. So Industry 1.0 was water and steam, and Industry 2 is electricity coming in. 3.0 is when automations. 4.0 is when the cybersecurity physical system shows up. Industry 5.0 today is human-robot collaborations. So human-machine collaborations. Many people are saying that we are marching into 2030 of Industry 6.0. And study shows that there are 3 layers: physical layer, virtual layer, and technology layers. And we'll go into that a little bit more in my talk about some of these advanced technologies. Many of us talk about metaverses versus multiverses. Metaverse simply imply a level of deep interoperative across the world and platform in which assets and characters flow from one to another. So you go from here to there. Multiverse contain multiple incidents world that share a title, if any data example include 2 games with different rules, equipment, signing in systems, and friends list. Many of movies were made these days are in the multiverse where you talked about everything's everywhere. I met with ITU, International ITU CEO in Dubai. It's a CXO meeting, mostly telecom people that are the people that attended the CTO. They came up with a list of the top priority: metaverse, quantum information technologies, AI, machine learning and data, 6G and beyond, environmental sustainability, and sustainability reporting. So this is kind of the common priority amongst all the CTO throughout the world. Huawei show their journey from Industry 1.0 to 5, where the metaverse exists. Society 5.0, super smart society, it came in years ago from Japan, concept in the World Economic Forum. And what the 5.0 different is that people solve problem, create value instead of leveraging economies of scales. it was a society where equal opportunity exists for everyone, not just a small concentrated elite. People can confidently live, pursue ambitions without a set of constant fear of vulnerabilities, which a lot of us experience today. And there is a great hope that we advance into Society 5.0. We feel secure, we feel empowered. Human can live in harmony with nature instead of placing high stress on environment due to mass consumption and resources. That was the vision of the Society 5.0. The reality 2.0 is when you actually integrate the cyber level layers and the physical layers and fuse into a cyber and physical world become one entities. As you know, OpenAI ChatGPT has taken over the world, and many of you become your everyday task. And that just shows when you came in 2018 with 117 million parameters, and you can see that it progresses progressively. It's like the IBM effect. It takes off with a huge advancements in the AI deployment. The newest GPT-5, it can retain more than information than the prior models, and it has a real-time routers, and the performance increased substantially. And many of you are probably experts in GPT, but this has been something that impacts us in every day. Now, there's a new job forming. In order for you to get the right answer, you have to ask the right questions. And the prompt engineering become and professions that highly seek by many, many industries. As you know, there's open source and closed source, the chat models or AI models, and that is what a quick summary of what they are. I'm not going into detail due to time. Now, who will benefit from 2030, the AI in development? The 15.7 trillion global economy in 2030. It more than current output of China and India combined. It will increase the 9.1 consumption. The biggest sector again would be retail, finance services, healthcare, and AI increased productivity, product, quality, and consumptions. It's really disrupted business. The 16 trillion increase by GDP by 2030, the impact is huge. So, step back a little bit about how the AI been evolved. There is a third wave of AI. That's when the AI for good was formed in the United Nations back in 2018. There are a lot more AI enthusiasts participate, and the AI for good has grown into a huge successful event worldwide. In the AI for Good for United Nations, where I consult, I founded the AI for Good summit along with my partners. They were study cases of the new wave of AI. The first wave of AI, as we all know, it's a programming figure out how to solve partners' problems, particular problems, then turning their insight into code. It's called handcraft knowledge. Second wave, neural network, ML and DL, machine learning and deep learning, able to properly digest big data, result in narrow discipline like game playing, automated driving, image recognitions. It's called the statistical learning. The third wave, which is what claimed to be the latest, is an AI themselves will construct models, will explain how the world works, contextual adoptions. The United Nations study case called Mind AI, and it's a new symbolic paradigm, natural language listenings, augmented technology network, and linear qualitative reasoning process, a human understandable logics, and don't need a lot of data to run on a regular desktop. That was the visions of the third wave. And the operation could be transparent. It's no longer a black box. And it could work on any languages. And it's universal. More importantly, it's open and democratic. It's democratized, that people can contribute, and the power is in the hands of the people. The company called Mind AI, which is based in Korea, they are the case study for United Nations, and today they are the winners of this RSAC event, the finalist, and they have offered many products, including the one that industry desperately needed. It's called DLP, Data Loss Prevention. And you can find out more about what that is. It's to prevent your company from losing your data, getting your employee data being. The growing trend of AI and quantum combined, getting together. They are AI chips, they are AI IoT at the edge, they are framework for interoperability and alternate machine learning. Now, I am an investor. I have a venture capital company. As you can see, quantum is now global into the main stage. In India, in China, in United States, in many countries. Globally, the effort of, we raised about $44.5 billion of funds in quantum-related company. China being the leaders of the 15 billions. There are significant funds run in 2025 that we see. R&Q IPO at 800 million and announced their IPO 1.1 billion equity offering, and it's in the market. Qera, they raised 230 million finance. Multiverse from Spain, they raised 215 million. These are the company that is very active, and they are actually participate. The last one that I'd like to note is Pascal raised 152 million Series B series from Canada. These are globally. What I'd like to share is that in IEEE, quantum computing is forefront of what our key initiative is. In 2025, in September, we have this quantum computing engineering week, and that is the 6 editions. In 2025, there were 1,700 registrations, people attended, with 52 countries represented. We had 145 posters, 461 technical papers, and raised $420,000 of sponsorships. And there are more than 75 exhibitors and sponsors. So this is the latest event that was in Albuquerque. if you see it, that when it came in 2020, when we started, they were from 800 registrants grew to almost double. Today it's 1760. There are 48 tutors to start with, but today we have 74. There are 60 published papers the first series, but today, this year, we have 493. I encourage you to see more, to know more about the IEEE Quantum Computing Week. Um, Computer Society's major initiative, TEMS, is the sponsors, as well as IEEE entrepreneurship. Waiting to that. But we welcome more from Asia. Last year, from Taiwan alone, there were more than 20 papers and 20 posters. And I think this is great opportunity for India to step up and to get more involved in the quantum computing. There are a couple of noted emerging technologies. Analog computing. Just last month, Microsoft announced their breakthrough in ultra computing published in Natures. And this is going to be a game changer. And it, just like quantum computing, it breaks the computer's digital computing platform and offer a different aspect of higher degrees, higher order of computing. There's also another computing which I'm very familiar with, and it is it's called Optus Neural System Networks, and it is again an analog computing with the completely different technologies, which will be provided if you are interested. So I'm going to conclude my talk, and just to give you the answers to the questions. So the answer is, it is false. There are more people dead than it is alive. I think they're saying that, Sunday is saying that 117 billion people has passed lived in the earth before, whereas we have about more than 8 billion today. So that is my talk for today, except I would like to maybe stop, answer a question or two before I switch over to talk about IEEE system consoles. Well, I can do the switch to system consoles and then take the question at the end.
Chen, hi. Good afternoon to you. It was a
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, and it was a brilliant presentation. And I just want to ask, if AI and Chat GPT, how the children are going to cope up the new generation about the job market and all, how it is going to impact, and what is your suggestion?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think most people think that the AI is going to take over people's job, but the common belief is that people use AI is going to take over people's job, and some of the job will be combined, 3 into 1. But again, it is handled by people who use AI to accomplish tools. For the children, I think the answer is on themselves. They are immersed in it. They are like what we had about computers is what they had about AI. They grew up in it. They live with it. They grew up with Alexa's or Google's, and they are a different concept than you and I think. Where the baby boomers are are a little more disadvantaged in the sense that we don't have the same exposure they have. But it comes natural to them to actually think in a different term than we are. So the advice for children really is curiosities, explore, as we all did, and come up with a new and bright ideas. That's where always going to be demand.
Yeah, sure. And in fact, I feel that in new generation, everything is available on click of mouse now. So they are more
Exactly.
at advantage. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Exactly. Thank you. Let me continue with the system console for 5-10 minutes, and then whatever left the time left with, then I will happy to talk about it. Just give me 1 second. Let me tee up my other. Okay, let me see what I can do here. All right. I'd like to spend the next 5-10 minutes talk about system console. System consoles. Let me see if I can do this here. Give me a minute. This year is the 20th anniversary of system consoles. It was formed in 2005. Actually, system console promote, encourage, and support technical, academic, application aspect of system engineering and system thinking through its own activity. And with its society members outline joint activities, grow council affiliate membership societies, and for addressing overall global challenges. This year, we're actually going to get together next month, in November, to celebrate 20th anniversary in Singapore. We combine our conference, flagship conference for ISSE and our global chapters. I think some of the people on the audience are actually going to attend our celebrations. In actually, we have 47 society and council today. And for me, I involved in computer society, atomic society, and TEMS. That's kind of my home. And I'm sure you all have a different home within IEEE, your societies, but inevitably, all the society has these common things. They all have interconnection with others, with the systems. Hence, the importance of the systems engineering. Our membership society has 21 and grown to 22. This year to 23. We are signing an MOU with Photonic Society in November. Currently, we have 21 societies. And here are the representatives from different societies that sit on our board to plan out for system councils activities. Our field interest is quite many. I'm going to point out a few of them today. First of all, system engineering. What's a system engineering? System engineering is an interdisciplinary approach to design, integrating, and managing complex systems throughout their life cycles. Important of the life cycles. It ensures that all connected work together efficiently, considering to achieve higher level functionality, and none of them could accomplish alone. The system maintain their own operation but collaborate to create more complex integrated systems, such as a smart city. Smart city has many different systems but they all collaborate together into one big system of systems. What is a system thinking? System thinking is a holistic way of understanding complex problems, of recognizing relationship, interdependencies, and feedback loops. With a system, it helps in identifying unintended consequences and optimizing solutions. So, such example as the hospital. It will require a system thinking along with the patients, waiting time, and the staff, and the whole approach to streamline the efficiencies and effectiveness of the hospitals. System strategy focuses on long-term planning and decision-making to align systems and organizational goals. It involves defining objective, asset risks, and ensuring adaptability in dynamic environments. The example is for a tech company thinking of expanding their operations, come up with the cloud strategies. And that is important, that you have a system strategy from beginning to the end. Right now, I'm the president of actually System Council. Our past president, Walt Downey, is a president. He was president of AESS. We have many technical activity. I'm just showing up here for your information. Publications, we have, just like society, many publications, including open journals. Our system journal is well known. It's up in 2007. It had an input factor of 4. And it has a good backlog, but we are appointing a new EIC, which will assist in addressing some of the challenges. We also have newsletters. The newsletter last year reached 27,000 subscribers. Today, we had increased to 44,000 subscribers. So our community is growing very healthy, leaps and bounds. Our 3 main conferences are SysCon, which happened in the spring in North America, ISSE, which happens in Europe. Actually, end of this month, it's going to be in Paris, and RASSE, which happened in Asia. RASSE 2023 actually took place in Kerala, India. And 2024 was in Taiwan, and this year is going to be in Singapore. We have this new lectures program, which we encourage you to participate or request. We have many awards, including scholarship for students, graduate student scholarship, and they are very sizable scholarship, for 6,000 scholarship for the graduate award and undergraduate award. We also have the Best Services Award as well. So, for anybody who's interested in working with System Council, there are many areas you can get involved in: conference, publication, technical activity, education, networking, and award. So you can become a System Council's participants. You can participate in distinguished letter programs, and many of our conferences and events around the world, and volunteer to serve on our committees, or get involved with the local chapters, which we have several in India, and subscribe to a System Council's mailing list. So this is what I'd like to talk about today. I'm going to stop sharing and take any other questions.
Hello?
I think I exceeded my time slot. Do I have enough time? This is way past your closing time. I can hear you fine. I can answer questions, but I appreciate you staying. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi Chen. Thanks for your talk. I am Anurag here. Hello. Your talk was very nice and very timely. First of all, thank to you for accepting the offer of keynote, and definitely time mismatch is there, but still you are here for presenting us. So once again, from the whole TAMS, I want to convey our thanks to you. Thank you very much, Chen. And here with me, Miss Tarini Baswal is here. She is IEEE TAMS Chair Delhi section. So she also wanted to give thanks to you for your talk.
Mr. Chen, thank you so much, and such a wonderful talk you had given. And in fact, the system council, what you had told, that I will be in touch with you, and I will see how I can mentor more of the engineers here with me in our society, IEEE. So for this, I will be in touch with you for the system council thing. And really great that must be in Vancouver. You are in Vancouver, I think.
I'm in Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. So
Yeah.
nice. There must be time is all there or 7:30, and you had still.
Yeah, 7:45. 7:45.
Oh, 7:20. Oh wow, great. And you are with us. Thank you so much for joining and giving such a wonderful talk. Thank you so much again, and it was really very motivating. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really appreciate that you guys inviting me. I wish I could be there in person. I just have too many, but next month in Singapore, all of you are welcome to, it's not far from India. The big event we have, celebrating 20th anniversary, please look it up. And if you are interested in participating in that, we also have a global chapter summit. So there are some of the chapters chairs are invited to participate in the summit. So we have a pretty good event, and we're doing this every year. So I encourage all of you to participate, and thank you for giving me the time and the platform to talk to you all. And I hope to see you all soon
Yeah, very
in
nice.
person.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Talk
Thank
to
you,
guys
sir,
next-
for that visionary and forward-looking keynote session. Your insights into cybersecurity, digital resilience, and systems of systems integration have offered valuable perspectives for the future of global innovation.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Talk to you soon.
With this, we officially conclude Day 2 of 4th IEEE International Conference on Technology, Engineering and Management for Societal Impact using Marketing, Entrepreneurship and Talent. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our keynote speakers, delegates and organizers for making today's sessions truly enlightening and impactful. We look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for another day of